Hi everybody, it's Fred and Eileen Shoup. We've been asked to create a video to kind of talk about how things are different and how they're the same. The same is I get to hang out with this guy all the time. The difference is I hang out with him all the time now. Many of you may or may not know that my job is as a homeless liaison, and I work for the Regional Office of Education in Macomb. I've been working from home for several years, but it's a little bit different working all the time from home. I used to travel a fair amount for my job, and now that I don't do that, of course, anymore. I'm learning how to use Zoom conferencing. I'm on conference calls a lot, and I'm doing a lot of problem solving when I hear about a family that needs something. I work to find potentially housing or other resources that each of the family needs. So that's what I spend a lot of my time doing right now. Staying busy, that's good for me. I like that I'm staying busy.
I retired back in October, and fortunately, I'm glad I did. With schools being shut down and all the online learning, I think it'd be difficult for me to try to do online learning for shop classes. But I was still coaching. I think that's one of the biggest things I miss is just the daily get out to see the kids and plan practices and knowing that our meets. Last Friday was supposed to be our big indoor meet. And I kept checking my watch saying, okay, this is the time that we'd be leaving. This is the time we'd be checking in. This is the time we'd be running, so on. And so that's been a big adjustment, but I've stayed pretty busy, a lot of small projects. We do get out away from the house, things like that, but we do all the social distancing. Last weekend, I think we made 4 trips to the dump, for brush and leaves and all kinds of stuff. And, only saw one person down there, and naturally we stayed far enough apart, but, so we're getting out and taking care of things. It's just that it's different because, we don't interact with people like we used to.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's been hard. I'll be perfectly blunt. I'm doing better now, but initially I was struggling. I was having some trouble sleeping at night, and I don't know if anybody else is dealing with that as well, but I was worrying about it a lot. And I know there's not, other than the social distancing and following the protocols and stuff, there's really not a whole lot that I can do. But I am starting to make some face masks, and so some for healthcare workers, and if anybody in the congregation wants one, if you have to get out, I'm more than happy to make you one too. So let me know if that's the case. We've kind of been joking too that it come up of an evening, by the time everything's kind of wound down a little bit. Back 2 summers ago when Fred had his knee surgery done, we said we were going to start watching a TV show that we both would like, and so we started watching Bones. And we've been joking that we might actually finish the whole series finally 2 years later, basically because of COVID-19. So, so that's something that we tend to do of an evening. But again, it's a good thing we get along pretty well, and we've been staying busy with little projects. My house at different times has been very clean, and then somehow, but I'm cooking a little bit more. I think that's kind of nice. I'm enjoying that too. So.
I think one thing that Eileen kind of mentioned is, if you want a mask or something like that, but if you need something, we are more than happy to run to the grocery store. We did our Hy-Vee shopping last weekend. We did it all online. We drove up, never got out of the car, rolled the window down about an inch, and that was the contact we had with somebody. They put it in their truck, in our trunk, and so on. So if you need something other, we are more than happy to run errands for you. If there's something around your house that has to be done, I'll come over and see if I can't, if it's just picking up sticks, or if it's something fixing, as long as we can, stay a distance apart and so on. I'm willing to help. That's one of the big things that I think we both miss, is the fact that, is not seeing family. We were scheduled to go see Caitlin in Cleveland this month, and naturally that's going to be out. We have seen Jenna, but we've seen her at a distance. It's hard not to walk up to her and give her a hug. We keep our 10, 12, 15 feet apart and things like that. My sister would often stop by a couple times during a month, maybe spend a night. We talk on the phone, we Skype and all that stuff, but just seeing family and socializing is a big change.
Yep. So thanks, you guys. This is the Shoups checking in. Thanks.
Be safe.